Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezzalera.
All right, so this is Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast. We're back, and John is already laughing, John. But this time we're here with the whole team all together. Last time we were with Arson, the team in Virginia Beach, but this time we got Josh Baskin, the guy with really professional customer service skills and helping out with things like that. How you doing, Josh?
Doing well, thank you.
All right. Well? We're not great. We're great.
Doing great.
Okay.
How about more like
amazing?
Yeah, earlier we were discussing about how Josh was jealous with
doing amazing.
doing amazing.
Yeah. There you go.
And we're discussing how Josh was jealous with the pen, that we got different pens on the table here. But what's up, John?
Andre.
Oh, what's up, John? John's the guy with the, what word did I use before?
The best.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you're not wearing Wings shirt. How can you call yourself best?
Whoa.
No!
Take it
easy. I'm kidding, John. You greatness. Speaking of which, Hunter, you're not wearing the Wings shirt. I'm kidding, man. He doesn't have one. Yeah, we're getting you one.
Hey, okay.
I order it. And, oh yeah, there you go. There you put a business card with the Wings in the shirt. That works. JayVintage in the house.
Yeah.
That's Jordan, let's say, there, the presenter. We're going to bring up some rap songs that he's going to sing to us, right, Jordan?
Yes, sir. We got a long way to go, but stuff is looking good right now, and we got some good news.
There is an event coming up in this Saturday. Today is Wednesday. What's today? Yeah, Saturday the 8th, right?
Yeah, today's Tuesday.
So Saturday the 8th is going to have this Stone So event, and Jordan's going to present with his rap songs over there. We're going to promote that like crazy, and we're going to come up with, at the end, we're going to play a song of his. The rapper. Chett the King.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, Chett?
Shoot, better than ever.
Love your hat, man.
Hey,
Love your hat and your happiness. Chett is that happy guy that goes to the client's house, present the services, and
very happy-go-lucky. I'm very easy to get along with. Easy to work with too.
he likes to share some stories of yours, don't you, Chett?
Yeah, I got some wild.
You got some wild. That's awesome.
I got some wild ones.
And we got to Hunter. Hunter, what's up, Hunter? Hunter's a new guy. So he's about to get this Wings stamp. You got it last week, Chett. Remember?
You still never answered my question on what was the Wings stamp.
It means.
I don't have a Wings stamp.
Yes.
It's like when you go through Navy SEAL training. It's like Navy SEAL training, they go through buds. We get the stamp.
Yeah.
Like they get the trident, we get the stamp. That's how it goes.
It's not an actual stamp.
I got you.
Don't get jealous, Josh, because you get stamps too.
Metaphorical stamp.
Yeah.
All the tattoos just waiting
On your forehead.
John got his a while ago, didn't you, John? His Wings stamp.
Yeah, it's on my back.
Yeah, but
yourself?
that was the first time we were with the company until you.
Yeah.
Then he tried to give the stamp back.
Yeah. I stole it back. But you got it again.
Got it again? I'll use 0.
So Hunter, we're gonna, do the show for you with the stamp when you deserve it. There's no show. I just had that idea.
It's a ceremony.
Ceremony. That's the word. Help me out here with words, guys. And Josh Moss.
Yes, sir.
The amazing picture taking.
Yes, sir.
Video style. He's videoing us right now. And it's gonna be on YouTube. Maybe
Yeah, man.
and Facebook.
You get a million views on this video.
You're gonna get a million views.
Million views, million likes.
Josh is also that type of guy that nothing can get him down. Whatever happens, you're just cool.
Yep, you can try.
I did, man. I actually didn't, okay? There's no reason for it. I bet that client of ours, like, yes, we would have. Okay, so moving on. Let's not get there, Chuck.
Let's not go there.
So but that's what we're talking about. We're talking about customer service today.
Yep.
And it's so simple for in any industry, in a company. Where so many people, like small business, they want to think of intricate systems to acquire and keep customers that they end up forgetting to build that strong understanding that all it takes is simple actions to acquire the customer, which is totally customer service. Once people love your service, they talk about your service because of the simple ways to present the service. It's not about quality is inclusive on that, but it's the little things. And company, because they don't think about today, they don't think of the investment that they're going to put in the future, they let that go away from it. They don't practice, they don't go don't focus on the customer service. And so guys, we are in the auto detailing business. For some business or other service that you provide, if you take those like simple steps it's so simple on customer service, you have a much higher chance of creating a brand that stands out, like we are. Wings Mobile Detailing. I always like to promote Wings Mobile Detailing all the time. And because companies are focused on pennies, saving pennies that come out today, whatever come out today out of their pocket, that they are not willing to make that investment in providing the amazing customer service more than the technical part of it, which is what we do. And in our industry, we're out there. We're talking about burnout before, right, Josh?
Yep.
It's hard. It's hard to keep. It's like that's a bigger challenge for us. Aside from if our company is in an industry that's working in an office building, providing the customer service, you don't have the heat of the moment. You don't have like that tiredness
Exactly. You don't
banging on you.
have that exhaustion.
So that is what counts the most on companies.
Mm-hmm.
You getting up that, focusing that out of your way. I'm talking about like people who are listening actually.
Mm-hmm.
Company who focus on that. And we go through the real challenge because we're mobile detailing in our industry. We're out there in the sun. And once the heat gets on us,
Yeah, we have to be out there in the heat, sweating, and still have a smile on our face when we talk to clients.
yeah.
And you can't run. You can't run from it.
Nope.
Nope.
No escape.
It's different when you got the winter weather, but then again you're freezing
The winter
at
wa-
that point.
Yeah, it's
Because
the same thing, just
we had
the
a pretty
opposite.
cold winter too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
and
Especially
especially
summer.
winter and summer, you're there with the clients, you're trying to satisfy them to the best of your ability. It's gonna get
Exactly.
you. But that's the real challenge. And those are the points I think that companies or whatever, team of people, group of people, they're out there. They don't want to focus on that because it's so much easier to just get the job done and get out. But those companies who focus on that and know that the customer service is number one priority, they're going to go far. They're going to destroy or not even have a competition because they will know so well what it takes. And we're going to go over these 3 steps, how to, using example of all of y'all. Josh's super personal skills, Chett's way that he talks to customers, and that's how we grow wings, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I kind of already grew wings here, so.
Oh. I love your head, Chett.
There you go.
Love
There's
your
your
head.
wings for you.
What's up, John?
I do mine too.
Hey, yours are perfect, man. You just got the shorter wings going off the side there.
Okay, so we're gonna get to a shop, Josh. Okay.
Yeah.
He's literally drawing here because he's out of the topic, so he's drawing just.
Nice little
He's trying to get me there.
Yeah. Some nice little blueprints there, Josh.
And we already started Wings with that domination mindset. From the moment we started setting up online accounts and everything, one example is putting a 24/7 customer service. That is one step above of most of what other companies do. I'm staring at you because I always have to stare at somebody, John. I can't stare at nothing.
You did that to your last team meet. I was like staring you down.
I did, didn't I?
You have to,
That was too funny.
Okay, I'll
give everybody a chance. to
Once
get
I
the
pick a
story.
person,
Jordan, you missed it. That was too funny. Because I know you were rehearsing that day, so that was still a funny day.
JayVintage was rehearsing for me.
Yeah.
So,
It's a different persona. It's not me. It's not really me. It's JayVintage. And then there's Jordan. This is Jordan. Hi guys, I'm Jordan. What's up? That's you.
Is that JayVintage gonna come out today?
No, he can't. He can't.
He can't.
He's gotta stay behind closed doors until showtime. Because
Okay, we can all leave the room.
JayVintage. JayVintage isn't for everybody. JayVintage is a little bit.
We're not everybody.
I still need to see some recordings, Andre. Andre said he was going to show me. He hasn't showed me yet.
We got it. We got it down.
So
his recording.
he's saving it for this big event on Saturday.
Oh,
Gotta say
all right.
You know, there's Instagram, which you refuse to get onto.
I don't know why I've never been a huge fan of Instagram. That's
Yeah,
just
but
me.
you would hear his songs.
Sure.
Yeah,
That is one thing.
yeah.
It's like Facebook, but
But
more
I hate
pictures.
Instagram as well.
It's like Facebook, more
It's the
pictures.
same thing, just pictures. So.
And we, that's how we started. You know,
That's nice.
Wings Mobile Legion, 24/7 hours over there. It's just to break out a little bit of step about. I'm gonna stop pursuing you, John. I promise. It's a way to I'm chilling. Okay. It's a way to break out of what most of companies do. You know, they set a time. Sure, we're not going to be detailing cars at 3 in the morning, but we have the 24 hours. When people call our company 3 in the morning, we're answering it. We're providing all the service.
We are.
Not providing the service, but I'm answering the phone.
At 3 in the morning?
Oh, I got like multiple calls at 3 in the morning.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
I don't know
Okay.
how you can function as soon as you wake up.
I can't.
That's why when we call in the morning, he never picks up.
He pretends for the first hour.
I've called him when he was sleeping a couple of times,
Me
and
too.
I can definitely tell.
No, dude. Imagine me answering clients, but they gotta expect, right? Calling me at 3 freaking in the morning,
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who's gonna call me? But I still answer. Maybe that's how I get those clients that we had yesterday.
Oh, great.
That's dedication.
That's the occasion, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's explained. So
Maybe you need to start vetting the clients a little bit too.
yeah, yeah.
They want to talk to you for an hour and a half about everything that's going on in their life. Maybe just.
Maybe
Oh,
we gotta
good Lord.
Yeah, we are not.
filter a little bit more. But they're great out there. I think that's what customer service is about. It's taking responsibility for whatever happens, unless certain cases, obviously. But taking responsibility that whatever happens, they gotta be right. But it's not right in a way, okay, I'm gonna agree with them, he's right, but it's a right way that you believe in your core. That whatever they're telling you, put your mind in their perspective.
Saying the customer is always right is more of and always be positive and never be negative
Mm-hmm.
kind of a situation, instead of like the customer just always being right about everything, because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's take what they're saying and spin it in a positive way.
Make
Exactly.
them feel like they're right, even though they're not.
Or maybe
It's like in the back. It's like in the front of your head, you say yes, you're right. But in the back of your head, you're saying
You don't even have to.
you're
You don't
not.
even have to tell them you're right.
But they're
I'm
so-
saying put a
yeah.
positive.
No, it's like in your mind. It's like that's what you're telling yourself.
in your mind,
Yes,
you're
right.
saying you're alluding to.
Example.
You're
But
right.
it's what has. It's the positivity that has to that you have to.
Either which way.
Yeah,
always
Joe,
make
what's up,
sure you-
John?
No, Josh, you give example, like,
I got a great one.
Yeah, there's-
Sorry.
Oh,
It's just in my mind.
Go ahead, you say it.
on that, if they're always
Yeah,
right,
no,
you know?
it's like you saying they're right in a way that you put yourself in their shoes. Because sometimes where we actually think that we're so right that they are wrong, okay, this doesn't make sense. Unless it's to the limit, like yesterday. Let's not get into that. But like that lady that we went to service in Hampton, in Virginia
Okay.
Beach. So that was a
In
great example.
Williamsburg.
In Williamsburg. We had this client that she was texting us back and forth, and we offered an expensive service, which is ceramic coating for her. Completed her car. Huge miscommunication. So long story short is we had a huge miscommunication between her and us.
And between
And she
you and
wasn't-
between her and Arslan both.
Yeah.
And Arslan was at the point of giving up. He didn't really understand how to deal with her anymore. But what it really ended up coming down to was nobody really stopped to ask her why was she being like this and what was going on.
Yeah.
And it turned out that it was just a miscommunication on everybody's part. It started when she first bought the car. The people at the dealership told her that if she's going to get a ceramic coating, to only go to somebody who is accredited. So she, I guess, chose JayVintage as a service that she wanted. And when she went on our website, it was a little, the way that it's worded, we may need to change that, by the way, but the way that it's worded gave her the impression that we were accredited with JayVintage, which we're not. We're accredited with Ceramic Pro. And it says that, but it says it in a very weird way. It kind of looks like we're saying we're accredited in ceramic coating, more or less. So that confused her. So she called up Arsenal and got in touch. They came out, they did the job. They video recorded everything. They actually did a really solid ceramic coating on her car.
And she was impressed with that. She actually mentioned it.
She
on the
was
review.
happy with it, but she didn't get the aftercare instructions, which she really wanted, because she's one of those people where if you pay $1,000 for something, you want to know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You want to know what you're paying for. So you want that reassurance. So he should have had that piece of paper to hand her after she was done with the sticker and all that kind of stuff. It should have been a package sort of presented to her at the end. So that was miscommunication.
Yeah. And it's an example of a point where we believed in ourselves that we were right, that Arson was right through the messages, that perhaps the client was overreacting on something, until we realized neither of us were wrong. Until we realized we talked to you, went down there in Williamsburg. And you spoke to her, and then we looked through all the messages, and finally we realized through all the miscommunications, dude, the way she's perceiving, she's seeing things as a client, and the way we're seeing, it's just complete miscommunication. And that happens many times where we believe in our core that we are right.
Right.
And the customer is, that's why we bring up with this, to believe that the customer is right when he's saying something.
The other big thing, though, that really affected this was the fact that she took her car to get a second opinion by someone who was accredited with JayVintage.
Yeah.
And she took it to them, and instead of being professional, this other detailer decided to go the other route and try and earn her business by telling her what a shit job that we did.
Yeah.
And told her it's not beating on the car, and it's not sheeting off the car like it was supposed to, which was a bunch of bullshit, because it absolutely was. So basically, they charged her for them to detail her car and put reload on it. Mm-hmm. So then she had to fork out for that. So of course she's got a bad taste in her mouth.
Yeah.
So
and we weren't seeing that.
And no one was seeing that. So when I went down there, I kind of had to unravel a whole story to find out what was really going on. And within just by talking to her for 10 minutes and explaining to her what I wanted to do and everything in an intelligent manner, she just came out, and all of this stuff came out, and she just started telling me everything from the beginning to the end. And I suddenly realized this lady isn't a nasty person. She just had no idea
what was going on.
Yeah.
What was good, because she was getting confused from all these different angles.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the day, we were still had the same. We were still confused to why she, perhaps she wasn't understanding us.
Right. So
we're on the same page, but obviously on a different page.
Right. So what really helped was going there and actually physically walking her through the process of what I wanted to do, what my opinion was, what my professional opinion was, reassuring her that I had done a whole bunch of ceramic coatings, and we're not just a fly-by-night company. We have good.
And that is the part where we talked in the beginning of using that investment, using that time right now for customer service, and not focus on the pennies going out. as
Right.
I mentioned in the beginning. We have to spend time. We have to spend your time to drive down there for her, and thinking in a money perspective. If we're not to think in a company growth, but in money perspective, that would never have happened. You would never have gone down there. Why? To fix a little issue like that.
To break even.
Right, but it ended up not being a little issue because she took a negative review, and instead of just taking that review down, completely turned the entire thing into this 5-star positive review and explained everything.
Yep.
And even admitted that it was a misunderstanding on everybody's part.
Yeah.
And it was, but now hopefully she'll be a repeat customer. I mean, we
And
already
she
have
was
plans
in.
to go back.
So that's the initial investment that we may not see as a company too.
Right.
That it needs to be there. The first customer service, it was time spent and money spent that very few companies would see the worth of that, and it's worth to make a client happy.
It is
one
worth it,
client counts for, for the referrals. It counts for a lifetime.
It's just that making that one client happy makes not only the individual look good, but also the company as a whole. And that'll also, of course, the company taking that next step. Some other big name corporation other than us or other big business probably wouldn't have gave 2 shits and would have just let it go.
Yeah.
But taking that extra step and the extra initiative to make sure that client was happy and had the proper reassurance and proper communication done, right near the end, just like how you said, definitely turn things around a complete 180. And that'll affect how the business looks on all of us in a professional manner.
A lot of this could have been avoided in the beginning
if there was proper communication.
Arslan had, and I'm not trying to put everything on Arslan, but if he had gone there,
But it's his fault.
if he had gone there and gone through the process with her and talked with her and explained everything that he was doing, it would have gone a long way into helping any situation that may have come up afterwards.
Yeah.
It really would have, because all she really truly wanted was someone to explain what was going on, and.
But we'll give credit to Arslan because that was him who was trying all this time.
I'm not knocking Arslan. I'm just saying that sometimes we forget when we're going to clients and it's hot outside and you're tired and you're just like, oh my God, I just want to go home.
It's where that phrase comes in. We're only human. Humans will always make mistakes.
You have to give every client you go to. You have to give them your 100% with a smile on your face and a positive attitude.
There you go. There's your smile.
I don't know why I'm looking at you.
See, you do that too. That's all for John now.
But I mean, that's the biggest thing is because. This is the time of the year. You basically have these 2 times of the year, with dead of winter and dead of summer, where it's gonna be either super super hot or frozen outside.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna want to really be there at either time.
Yeah.
But
you're there for the client to make sure that they have their needs met.
Yeah. And I love the way Josh also. Sorry, Chett.
Oh no, you're fine. No, go ahead.
I love the way how Josh Moss, he also deal with it, because he also brings out, because he's also not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. I'm a 3 a.m. person. But not a morning person.
In a way.
And then and I can see how Josh is sometimes you were there doing the service, you don't want to be there because it's morning. Especially Mondays, dude. Oh my God.
Yep.
And then and we're gonna have a podcast too on talking about how to deal with Mondays. It's gonna be awesome for the next one.
You know how I deal with Mondays there?
Give me a nugget.
I say music. Music helps get me through the day.
I say JayVintage.
I'll tell you how I do. I deal with Mondays by staying in bed.
I thought you worked yesterday.
I got to help Chett out.
Got to help.
Hey.
But and then we're there and down because we don't want to be. And then the client shows up. It's not being fake. It's just going through that and offering that customer service and understanding that they need. And Josh goes to smile, look at the client, smile, and explain to them what's going on. And this is one of the nuggets in customer service. One of the little things which is the most important to grow as a company, which most companies they're not willing to do that. Most companies are trying to compete and not dominate. But if they get their shit together and understand the importance of customer service, they can dominate a customer service. They can dominate on customer service alone.
Yes.
Using that. So many times, we represent our services so well with the customers, and using this little simple steps. It's everything. There are no systems. There's no. Although they are important.
A lot of times, all it takes is just explaining to them the services that you're going to be doing.
Exactly.
So that should always be every single time you go to a customer, unless it's somebody that's a regular customer of ours, they already know. But every single person that you go to should always be, you should always do the walk around and explain the service, because there's a lot of times, I won't mention any names, but Mr. Boss Man will get the service wrong on your job. And you'll get there and you don't want to just start doing the service because it may not be the service that they truly want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that you're doing the correct service.
I've made it a habit myself to do a walk around at the very beginning.
Give me the pin,
and I do a final walk around at the end with the client to show them anything and everything from what I've done.
Yeah, that's right. You should do that.
So it'll give me a second chance at the very end, so that if I miss something, or say the client sees something too that I may have missed, they can notify me, be like, hey, there is one little spot here. I was like, oh, cool, sweet, thank you, give me 1 second, I'll grab that for you. And I hit it right there, no questions asked. I'll go grab a towel.
It's the simple thing, full attention to the client.
Exactly.
Imagine a client calling a company, and obviously we have everything towards us because we do a great job, our name is out there.
Yep.
But let me talk about customer service alone. If you have, you work for a company, and you got that in you, where you're there doing the service.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine it as a client, a company called Mobile Service, which is what we are.
Yeah.
And a guy gets there, walks around the car, like Josh was explaining, walks around the car, and then we explain to them the service is going to be done. Go all through the process. That little thing, it's simple. That little thing, with a smile on the face, even at 9 a.m. in the morning.
A smile goes a long way.
Yeah. And that little
especially
thing
for your
is
first client of the day, they're gonna be like, hey, they're here, ready to go, they're ready to get to work, they're ready to do whatever service.
And that little thing is gonna guilt trip them to want to talk to them about about us to their friends.
Perfect example actually is No Smiles, because he is the only person. I'm serious.
Hey, remember, I got No Smiles a smile. I got him to smile.
I know.
I think Jordan's got it.
I got him to smile.
Everybody's a running joke is no smiles.
Yeah. No Smiles. Have you been there?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So we all know that this guy has permanent morning face. I mean, seriously, he's got permanent morning face. So, but when you go there, you're still doing the same thing with him, and is there a bird flying around?
I was trying to imitate the face and show the camera.
He's looking at the camera. Yeah, you're gonna see that on the video. But no.
I mean, just as a little joke.
But that's a perfect example, because I mean he never seems to be in a good mood. But we still give him the same level of service that we give anybody else.
Exactly.
We still give him the same smiles and customer service that we give everybody else.
Yeah. Did you get him to smile, Jordan?
Yeah,
I think I might be the only one that's gotten him to smile, because all I did was I cracked the smallest little joke to him, and next thing I know, he had it was like a
but
it was like a smile that
watching
also
him
creepy.
smile makes you feel like you're getting ready to get shot in the face. Because it's the creepiest smile.
Yeah, don't turn your back. Don't turn your back.
Yeah.
But I felt like I
See,
accomplished something.
Hunter, that's the indoctrination right there. That's what's going to happen. That's your stamp of approval. We sent you no smile.
And make him smile.
Make him smile.
That's the only way. You get your medal then.
And that's another nugget. Like going around the car, those little things make people smile. That's so much of a challenge. Or use like when Josh was training Hunter around there. He was explaining second service is a way to service a client, because most companies, they think about second service as extra money here. Let's second sell to get more out of the client. But no way. This is supposed to be all included inside customer service. It's not about you getting extra money. It's what they need.
Just
and
like
even if
with,
it costs
with the Shelby GT500.
yeah, and
I
even if it
mentioned
costs
the high gloss.
extra, exactly. Even if it costs extra to the client, it should be offered, and they're gonna see it as a positive way, as something they need. Josh brings up a point that the way that he goes around the cars.
Yeah,
He shows
you just have to take the money aspect out of it.
Yeah.
You have to walk around the car. If there is an issue, you bring it to them as an issue. So you walk around the car, you see the seats are fading or cracking. You bring it up to them saying, hey, I've noticed that the seats would need a little bit of care. We offer a leather conditioning service that can take care of that for you.
Yeah.
Automatic, right there.
And you're not looking at their need, right? You're not like looking at the car, but you need this, you need this.
Yeah.
How do you approach them when you're
It's like you're not trying to look at their wallet. You're looking at
you have
stuff
to
that
make
they
them
properly
You
need.
have to make them feel like that they need it. You can't just tell them they need it.
Right, but that
They have
also
to feel
works
like that themselves.
That works both ways too, because there have been times that I've gone to a car when they've gotten, let's say, a full shampoo, and I know it pisses you off, but they didn't need a full shampoo.
And
They
I
just
do that
didn't
too.
need it at
I do
all.
that
I
too.
mean, and I would rather tell the customer that it's not something that they needed or something like that. I would rather downsell a customer, keep that customer, because that's business
Keep
you're
coming
going to get
back.
for next time,
Right.
regardless. So even if you don't make what you were supposed to originally have on your job order,
Yeah.
you're serving that customer, you're serving their needs.
Yeah.
You're
Also,
giving them
yeah.
what they
Just like
need.
I
Analyze
can't-
their financial, analyze it. You know where you're at. You know what.
Excuse me, can I see your tax forms for last year?
Analyze who you're dealing with. If you are dealing with somebody who is in a lower end Honda Civic and it's barely breaking out of the 90s, they might not want to spend 150, 180.
What if they need that service and they don't want, just because they don't have,
But
they don't have that
then
money?
that's
But
what they
think
don't
of
have.
this,
See,
because they may actually
hold on.
want that.
I've got
Yes. They may
actually
that
want
is
that.
one thing that is a misconception among so many salespeople, and you see it everywhere that you go.
Yep.
Salespeople will turn away. Like, let's say the way that you look right now, walking into a jewelry shop. Okay, you're gonna be the last person they're gonna talk to.
True.
Which is
So
horrible.
you can't
customer
ever
service.
judge a book by its cover. You can go to a client's
I think it looks nice.
crappy apartment, let's say, and they've got some crappy Honda Civic or whatever it is that they have. But that
it's screaming
person,
attention.
that person may have $500,000 in the bank in savings, but they're just really frugal. You never know who you're dealing with, and they may really need that service.
Just like
So
Chett.
always offer the service.
Right.
And if they don't want it, they don't want it. I mean, you don't have to push it on them.
Exactly.
But definitely give them what they need. But I understand where you're
Yeah,
coming
and
from.
always look to where they
Yeah,
need.
exactly.
Always look to where they need, aside from the price. Because if you look into your perspective, into that perspective, you're kind of selling price and not the service to what they need. Because we have to eliminate that out of our heads. Because people will pay money for that service they need. They will pay money, hands down, for a top customer service. They're gonna refer their friends, but pay for it.
Josh.
Like that Mustang that Joshua was talking about.
Yeah, he's a younger guy, but his car sits under the trees all day.
Yeah.
And it just annoys him that every time he goes outside, it's got just shit all over the car, and he goes to wash it, and it's scratched all up again.
Yeah. And you found the problem to sell
Yeah.
him that second seal and surrender.
And yeah, he realized it was expensive. He really didn't have the money for it, but I told him, like, in the long run, it's going to save you a lot of time and effort trying to keep this car looking good.
But at the same time, by the time we went before that, he didn't have the money to get to do the paint correction.
Yeah, but he still ended up doing it.
He ended up doing, which is tomorrow, by the way.
Ceramic
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, ceramic coating on Jack's car tomorrow.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, Jack.
That was fast.
Wasn't it? See, you just bring up the point. You're like, he's gonna end up doing it. He's doing it tomorrow.
I knew he was going to eventually do it.
Oh, I knew he was going to do it. Yeah, there was no doubt.
Because it's something that need and that's. I think people have to stop like comparing or you putting the same bucket price and selling something with customer service. They should be both together. It shouldn't be like when you use the word sell something, people have the negative perception in their heads that it's something. Oh, it's something I don't need.
Oh, it's something else I have to pay for.
Yeah, which selling should be something they need. It's going to help them, like you do. You find the problem there to the car when you walk around with Hunter, and instead of saying you need this, it's actually something. Even downselling, like I agree with you. Like downselling, it's just because like I want to see money flowing, but that's so true.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't need that.
Yeah.
If that's not a service that they need at this moment, I'd rather keep them as a customer, and maybe down the road.
Yeah, that's
they'll
how
pick
I
up
actually
another service.
got to trust a mechanic. Actually, Complete Automotive of Richmond. That's how I increased my trust in them. Because one time they said that the quote would be like whatever $400 to do the car. I got there to pay because they finished with the car. Like we end up not having to do this under, so it's like $150 less. I was like, okay, and it's exactly what you said. That brought me back to that place.
Just like
And you will always remember that too. Same thing with any
I got a
client that we
left
do
brake
that for.
light and a left
That's
signal
true.
light out on my van too that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. Yeah.
But there's a rule that used to, like everybody used to talk to about as far as sales, and I'm not sure if it really applies. It still does to a point, but you can do a ton of good things for people, and they're not going to and they may tell one or two people, but you do one bad thing, and they're going to tell 10 people.
Yep.
So even it goes along with that point. Even if you,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because every time I look at John, he's laughing. John,
he looks super excited.
So those are the points. The presentation when you get there, like presenting a clean van, right, John? I was gonna read it.
My van's dirty.
No, I cleaned it, right? That's why it's not dirty.
Clean the outside. You look at the inside of that thing. It's like immaculate.
No, inside of
I've walked up to the van while we're doing customers. And I look over and there's John vacuuming the inside of the van.
And it doesn't do anything. It goes back.
It's always
but it
immaculate.
still looks good.
Yeah, it's always immaculate. You're man, so props up to you. That's how we all got it. But the outside, John, what's your idea of having
If you
it
go to their house, right, and the van's dirty,
on the outside?
yeah, on the outside, they see it, they're like, oh, okay, it's dirty, so my car is going to be dirty after they do it. So then if you do a good job, they're going to be like, oh, okay, I was wrong, yeah, whatever.
It's kind of a twisted way of.
I still think we should ceramic coat all the vans.
Dude,
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That way we can demonstrate for people like what it's actually like.
I mean, you don't have to wash the van.
We should do like
I agree. Shop, John. Okay, shop.
I have been nonstop bugging Andre about this for 2 years.
Yeah,
I've been doing it
it's
for
important.
about the same.
Right.
Because Josh got Josh to bug me about it. You spreading this humor
I am.
around, Josh. Stop doing it.
And then he started getting me to do it.
Yeah, no, it's like soon Hunter's
I've
only thing Hunter's
influenced
gonna say.
everybody's opinion here, I think, about
The
John, I race your Virginia.
It's a good idea,
Norfolk's got their shop, right? They just opened theirs.
the show. Who?
Norfolk.
No, he doesn't have a shop. The Virginia Beach, you mean?
Yeah.
No, he was talking about getting one.
Oh, okay.
He definitely wants
He
to get
uses
one.
somebody else.
Don't let him get one first, Andre. Don't let him walk out.
Yeah,
Don't let him do that.
Andre, we've got to be the first ones to have
You guys found my weak point. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Now that's all I'm gonna hear.
You already have more
It's like definitely competition now between
No, I
us
can't
and
have more
Virginia
than-
Beach. We have
I
to
can't
have the
have
first
myself.
shot.
I mean, we're the originals. Chett.
Exactly.
OG. It's like selling a Rolls Royce without the Rolls Royce rims.
Or the Rolls Royce motor.
Yeah, there you go. Without the umbrella.
And just tote it around.
You know what I thought instead of Wings trailer, having a big trailer, yeah, this is Wings trailer, but park the car inside the trailer, we detail it inside, but I figured it's
Just
huge.
not. It would have to be really big.
It'd be expensive, so. So customer service, right? Topic over there. That's why I put in red there. Presentation, got to the client. You know, we can dominate the industry with that alone, because we already got the greatness in the service, right? And which is part of the customer service. The presentation, you get there, present them, walk around the car or whatever service you're doing with their smile in your face. Use that part of the second sale, which is not called second sale, but presenting extra what they actually need for their car. They're gonna feel like, okay, he's fulfilling my needs. I need something extra, and we finish the job. It needs a headlight restoration. He looks at that, he's like, you know, happier than not having that done. With the mindset away from the money and servicing them, including that, you know, if the car's perfectly clean, the headlights is clear, and you're there for headlight restoration, you're not gonna do a headlight restoration for that. But with that focus still, that we're not, I'm gonna downsell this.
Find
because-
something else. that's
Find
wrong with
something
the car.
else. Yeah, because there's always something else. Majority of time, there's something else.
Right, but that's the important part, is finding out what their needs are. So doing that walk around with
Yeah.
the car with them, half the time they're going to bring up questions that they're going to be upselling themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they already trust us just by having us coming to their car in the first place.
Yeah.
Because they know we have the
Right.
knowledge of what needs to be done to their car.
Well, not just
So-
that, but I mean, new customers, when we show up and start walking around the car with them, ask them if they have any special concerns, or was there anything that
Yeah, that too.
they
Yeah.
wanted to ask us or whatever as we're walking around the car. That alone right there will, 50% of the time, they will tell you what they want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, can you do anything about these headlights?
Yeah.
You know, do you guys touch these? Well, you know, then you can get a headlight restoration.
Another
whatever.
thing, number 4 is I don't even know number 207, but we're going by points, believe it or not, is the follow-up, what it comes afterwards. That keeping the relationship with the client. That's why I ask, you guys to put the notes there. The client, for example, the client is there. We're there to do their cars. And something really important for every company to know about is a client asks for anything else outside of your industry. They ask for, give an example there. A freaking.
Let's say they need plumbing done.
They needed plumbing done. There you
So
go.
they need,
Like,
say,
yeah.
air conditioning fixed, whichever.
Yeah.
That we
And
trust.
one of those things as well is when a client calls. If a client calls and what's the name of the air conditioning filter? What? We're talking about that. If a client calls and it's something that they're asking for a service, which most companies do not do because they think of themselves, and they're not thinking about the client to service their need. Is a client calls and they're looking for something that needs that same day, whatever reason it is that you can't service them, although it's the same service that you offer, and you have to recommend them to another company. Most companies, because they don't think in the client's perspective of helping them, of being there for them, they're gonna be like, I'm not gonna recommend so that she can call me later. Breaking out of that and doing full customer service, being there for them, is what happened many times. They call, I need it today or tomorrow, and I know a list of other mobile detailers out there that also does a great job. And I recommend it. Hey, I can find it for you. I know, the Miranda Auto Detailing guy does a great job, and then he goes there and we recommend it to
I
him,
know what I'm talking about.
and then he, the client will be happy, and that's how we follow up. That's a huge example of thinking of the clients, because it's them first.
Is absolutely what keeps a lot of our customers coming back.
Yeah.
And the fact that we focus on quality work and not just in-out service.
Yeah.
And I explain that to any client or customer that I talked about, any new possible new clients that we may have come up. I say that we take a lot of pride in our, quality work. We take our time doing it, and we're not just like your basic in and out. We're not just going to have it done in like 30 minutes to an hour, and half the car is missed. No, we're going to make sure we get every little detail that we can.
And we're there for them afterwards, because we're not just, we're going to come here to clean your car, we're going to get out, and bam, give them.
And I mentioned, if
we're
there's
there
a
for them
spot that I may have missed, let Andre know.
Yeah,
So
always
let me
tell
know,
him.
and I can come back out and correct that.
Yeah, and whatever they need in the
Don't
future.
tell him.
I said Andre, not John.
No, that's what I'm like. That's what I tell the customer. No, don't tell me I missed anything. Call the boss. Tell him.
Pop-Tarts. And whatever they need in the future, for customer, they're gonna remember of us if you show them that they're there for us. Last week, a client called me from a year ago, like no joke, a year ago, and she was calling me. She was like, "Andre, I'm looking for something for my car, and I saw that I had your number here. Can you help me out?" Bam. That is all consequence of you guys being out there, all of us being out there, and then talking to the client, giving that customer service that they know they're there. Even if it's 95 degrees outside, our brains are bursting and we just want to get out of there because of the heat or the cold.
Oh man, like
But
last week, I
that
was
is something that
passed
will pay back. The companies needs to have that in mind to, to break out.
And even if we do make a mistake sometimes, it's the way that we take care of it. It's the way that we fix that mistake.
Yeah, the way we come back.
Yeah.
We're always
Yes.
going to try and fix a mistake.
Is what puts us on that line of getting us to service their car again or them going to a different company. So that's the way we handle our mistakes.
Sometimes,
Yeah, and showing the problem like you did,
Yeah.
on the mistake that you did.
sometimes we can't get Andre to stop trying to fix the mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like having to
I'm the
pull you away from,
I'm the
from
overprotector.
crazy dealership guys.
That was one of the bad moments for me. You're like, get out of this parking lot.
Yeah, and then you were trying to still go back. And
I was.
tell the guys.
I was.
I was like, come on, man. This
I
is
can't
dumb.
believe it.
Let's roll. Let's roll. He's
I can't believe I wanted to stay there.
I still need to find some time to go talk with Powhatan County.
I get
For
it.
you,
because, I
Andre.
mean, it felt like he was personally attacking him,
Yeah. No, it did.
but he wasn't. He just
Yeah.
he knew he was wrong, and he was one of those people who just didn't like being wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're 15 minutes in, and we're gonna give the last word to Hunter, the new guy. I am.
Yeah.
Speak.
Yes,
Okay,
he's here. He is here, guys.
He's here. He's still here. Hasn't left. All right. So don't forget to subscribe, but mainly that I'm sorry, Jordan.
JayVintage.
JayVintage.
You can find me on Instagram, J_vintage24, and I will be at the Richmond Raceway performing, opening up for the legendary DJ Cool, and I think everybody listening right now should come if y'all are not busy and enjoy that. It's going to be a food festival. It's going to be kid friendly. All the music's going to be clean. Come on out, have a good time.
And this is a little tip on the song that is going to be playing as we're playing the background. So it's Stone Soul event, right? June 8th.
Stone Soul, June 8th. I actually don't know what time it starts, to be honest. I know it starts at, I think, 12 p.m.
Yeah.
and goes to 8 p.m. to 10ish.
And we can look on Google. Stone Soul event. Everybody can find it. And the Wings team is going to be there. Every one of us.
Yes, sir.
I think.
I'm definitely on track because I know Saturday.
Yeah.
Got to take care of getting Heather's car inspected. And I got to get an oil change done for the Crown Vic.
We'll see, man.
As
And
soon as we
we're
get that
gonna,
done, we'll hopefully be out there.
we're gonna have our events there for whomever want to attend. Hope everybody is gonna want to attend. So Jay's gonna be presenting there. JayVintage.
yes,
As Jordan.
sir.
Jordan as JayVintage.
Jordan and JayVintage.
The first podcast, I believe, in history that we did as a company and we all shared together in the conference room. So,
Instagram is it JAY or first J?
JAY
no, this is like the
I
fifth
know.
one.
underscore vintage 24 on the Instagram. JAY, not just J. JAY.
JAY. _.
Drop the mic.
Alright, we're done. 53 minutes.
Positive, my missiles hit, I dare you fiend rap. Fake kids here to try me. New king coming clutch, pick my pen up for a second. That these generals take control, like I'm Gotti. Wood.